Hi there, welcome to aroundBI. One of the versatile and powerful features of web intelligence is uses of subquery. A subquery or inner query, or sometimes we call it a nested query, is a query within another query and embedded within the where clause. In this tutorial, we will concentrate on understanding subquery, what a subquery is, and how it can be implemented in web intelligence report. Many report developers feel it a scary feature and try to use alternate ways, but believe me, once you understand the concept, it is very easy to use and powerful tool to add inner queries. Subquery is a kind of query filter, but it is a more flexible kind of query filter that allows us to restrict values in more sophisticated ways than with an ordinary query filter. Most of the time, a subquery is used when we know how to search for a value using a select statement, but do not know the exact value in the database. Something not very clear? Okay, let's put this in a classic example of subquery. Find details of employees who has maximum salary in the organization. We start writing logic as select all from employee table where salary is max salary. And then we expand this query as select all from employee table where salary is equal to select max salary from employee. Since we do not know the value of max salary, so we are using another query to get that, and then we are passing that output as input to next query. So we can say that subqueries allows us to use the results of another query into the outer query. Syntax of subquery used in where clause is as here. Select and the list of column names from table 1 or more than one tables, where column name and your operator, and then the subquery, just like this way. Let's see how we can implement this in web intelligence. We will start with a basic requirement. Show all those products for which quantity sold is less than 600 in last quarter. So I am forming my query as I am selecting product and quantity sold as a result object and adding filter for last quarter. So year in 2016 and quarter in list Q2. My last filter will be on quantity sold, that is less than 600. If I execute this query, I am getting boat wear and night wear are two product lines for which sold quantity is less than 600 in last quarter. Immediately a question comes, how these products are doing in all other quarters in current year and last year. That means I have to write another query to find details for boat wear and night wear, that is output of this query. In other words, if I say I have to pass output of this SQL as input to next SQL, and that is the concept of subquery. To do so, I will go back to the query panel and will add year and quarter to my result pane. I will remove these existing filters, otherwise it will show result only for 2016 Q2. In the query filter top right side, this first icon is for adding subquery. I want to get all products for which quantity sold was less than 600 in last quarter as my input. So I have to select product and will hit add subquery. I will add filters to get last quarter and quantity sold less than 600. What ultimately will happen here is this subquery will run first to find those products for which quantity sold was less than 600 in last quarter, and then will run the outer query for those products. If I show you SQL for this, you can see that these fields are coming from product table. We have a filter in where clause, and here starts the inner query, that is getting product for which quantity sold was less than 600 in last quarter. Output of subquery is passed to outer query. We will close the query script viewer and will run the query. Yes, still we have these two products. Once I will add new objects, year and quarter to report, and will convert this report to a cross tab. Easily I can evaluate the quarterly trend for these products. Was it very difficult to implement? No. It is very easy to use and helpful in situations when we need output from another query. We can use more than one subquery based on our need. Sometimes we find this add subquery icon is disabled. In that case, please make sure that in inverse parameters in SQL subtab, allow use of subquery is checked. In information design tool, you can find this option in business layer under inverse parameters and query options. Please tick mark in allow use of subqueries under query options. This is all about subqueries in Web Intelligence Report. Thanks for watching.